Hi everyone, welcome to day 3 of the April Vegas road trip here on TravelZork on the TravelZork YouTube channel. Michael, how's it going? Where are you today?
I'm at my favorite happy place. Can you guess?
I think it's quite an easy one to have to guess.
You think it's an easy one to guess? Really?
Yeah, I
See
think
what's
so.
you see what's behind me? It's hard to see because it's so bright.
You're just rubbing the good weather in our faces too, right?
Yeah, I love this
That's,
place. There's no casino that makes me happier than this casino. I think. I don't know why. Am I
it
just
just
like am overly captivated by it?
it just screams luxury, doesn't it? It's so well done, and the decor, the attention to detail is just exquisite.
It is. It is so pretty, and it seems a little more crowded than I would have thought it would have been midweek. The city seems crowded in general. I mean,
Do
not
you think it's
crowded, but really more crowded in general.
You think it's definitely picking up? I mean, it's what, April now, so we're how many months is that into reopening? 9 or 10 months? It seems to be
Yes,
getting busier every time that you visit.
yeah, no, absolutely. And this week is great, and the weather's really good. April's a nice time. It has been a little bit windy though, but it really is nice. But even
April,
I'm going to pan
I was,
around, but
I was going to say April is my favorite time to visit. I think we've just.
you
I'm
can
just going
see
to
there are
switch
people in
off.
line.
We just lost you very briefly there, Michael. So just fill us in on what you were saying. You cut out for us.
Oh, I was saying that there were a couple of people in line for check-in. I was just showing that.
Yeah, so unfortunately we're losing Michael a lot. This is the thing. This is what happens when we bring you live content all the way from Vegas. Unfortunately, the signal just cuts out every so often because we're moving around so much. But we try our best. What I was going to say is April is definitely one of my favorite times to visit. Oh, you're back. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
explaining to people that unfortunately, because this is all live, when you move around, sometimes we lose the signal, but we're still bringing them great content. And there he goes again. Well, listen, everyone. I think what we'll probably do is we'll
Yeah, I
probably
was
leave it.
asking.
Oh, I was going to say we're going to leave it there for today because we'd lost you again, but you're back.
I'm back. I'm back. It's sort of strange. I'm not moving anywhere, so I guess the signal over here is not so great.
Yeah, it was good at the start though. Where you were at the beginning, you were fine. Now you're cutting out repeatedly. Do you still hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay, you frozen for us again, but where you were at the beginning was perfect.
Yeah,
So anyway, I was
I'm
saying
just
that
gonna.
I'm hoping that he's going back to where he was, or he's going outside maybe. So what I was trying to say, because Michael keeps cutting back in, is April's a great time to visit if you want a nice weather, not too hot. One of my favorite times. I always used to visit at Easter time. Okay, you're back
Okay.
again.
Yeah. So this is where I was before.
Yeah, that's good. You're good now. I
Is
was
this
just
good
filling
now?
everyone in on how much I like visiting in April. It's like my perfect time to visit because the weather's good. It's not too hot. Although the first time I visited in April, it poured with rain the whole time. That was in
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah. There hasn't been a lot of rain the last couple of years. I think April's really nice, except sometimes you do have an issue in April with wind. It can get really windy, but I think it's a great time of year. I think April and October are two of my favorite times of year.
Yeah, and it's so particularly October is a relatively quiet time too. If you like a quieter Vegas, maybe with the exception of Halloween, and even April to an extent is relatively quiet. I think.
Yeah,
I guess you
no,
have
it's
spring break.
well, there used to be a few other big conventions. There was like the National Association of Broadcasters convention in
Yeah, the
April,
cinema one
and
was always at
yeah,
Caesars whenever I was there.
yeah. So there were a couple of things that did make it a little bit busier. But it's an interesting time. I still think midweek now is really nice. It's been pretty nice. I mean, I really like it a lot. So it's good stuff.
What I thought was interesting, and I wanted to ask you is, and I forgot to ask you this yesterday, You've now been back to Vegas numerous times since the reopening. Has it got busier every single time?
Yeah, I would say definitely. It's definitely the busiest it's been. Like even walking on the strip last night, I think I
Hmm.
sent you a couple of pictures. You might have even put one or two of those slides in the last video. It's definitely more crowded than it was prior. So definitely for sure. But it's fine. Also, I'm noticing some other things like I did it when I entered Wynn. They're not doing the thermal scanning for the temperature anymore. And also,
Then, no, that's interesting.
when I checked in at Planet Hollywood, they also didn't do the temperature checks. So I don't know if they've decided not to do them anymore or what the situation is. And they had so that's sort of interesting. I will tell you, if you want to talk about crowded places, Cosmopolitan was popping yesterday, like in the morning. I mean, it really was popping, and that was a Monday morning. Now it's true, it was a little bit of a holiday weekend, but Cosmo seems to definitely be very, very popular this week. And I'll say it's really not that empty here right now. I mean, I don't know, it's always hard to remember, like, what would a midweek have been in a non-super busy convention week? Like, how busy would it have been? It's just
Hmm.
sometimes hard to remember what it was before, but it's pretty cool.
I've heard that Cosmo's been really busy,
Yeah,
comparatively speaking. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. What a view. So,
Don't you,
Michael,
do
fill
you,
us in on what you've got. What else have you got planned for today?
Oh, I've got some Wynn stuff planned. And then I don't really know what I'm going to do. I will tell you I'm in desperate need of a pedicure. So after this meeting I have at Wynn, I might try to get a pedicure or a manicure. That might happen. I also am in
I was
desperate
going
need
to
of
say you're at your happy place now, so you can do it.
yeah, I'm also in desperate need of I'm in desperate need of a haircut. And that
I
is
was going
being
to say
sort
to you, are you going to have a haircut? I didn't
and
want to
that
upset you or hurt your feelings.
that is definitely being sorted tomorrow. So I did make the haircut appointment. I made sure that happened. So it's yeah. Look, Steve,
Excellent.
your favorite. Look at this casino? I don't. But you never played much at Wynn, did you?
No, I haven't played that much. I haven't, I must say. Partly because I'm always staying further down the strip, and I always plan to go, and then I'm too lazy.
Oh, it is true. Wynn's location is difficult. Like we were saying, I think we were saying yesterday, or was I saying it to you or someone else? Like Cosmo ticks so many buttons, and the location of Cosmo is
Absolutely.
so amazing. The Cosmo location is just so amazing. By the way, the
Well, it's the
mosaics.
same. I always have the same argument with Mandalay Bay. I always say if Mandalay Bay was center strip, I would stay there all the time.
Yeah, I love these mosaics. By the way, anyway, no, I think
Yes,
that really helps. That really helps Cosmopolitan. I mean, Cosmopolitan is a extremely unique and special property. It really is. I mean, it's got an amazing kind of vibe. I mean, even though I think Wynn does, but it's just a totally different thing. Like you totally can understand why people are such fans of Cosmopolitan.
hmm, I agree. I'm a fan. I just never win there, which makes me stay
Well,
less.
well, you should blame the random number generator, or you can blame me if you want. I mean, that's fine too.
I'll blame you. I know it's one of those things. I know it's random number generators, but I still can't get past the fact that I always lose at Cosmo.
That's crazy. Look, if you
Mind of a
look,
slot player.
I know. If you look really closely, you can see the carousel. The flower carousel is spinning behind me. Isn't
Yes, I
that
can
cool?
see it. It
Is
is
I
cool.
love. Also, it smells so good here. I mean, it really does.
Oh, Michael, remember you're going to get me some wind spray, some wind room scent.
Oh, so do you want the wind scent?
Yes, I think so because I really like the Cosmo scent, but I don't think you can get it at Cosmo.
I could find out for you. I should have asked. I didn't put that in my Q&A questions for Cosmo
Yeah,
yesterday.
I did
So,
tell you, and then you promised me a wind scent if you couldn't get Cosmo.
Okay, okay, that's fine. I'll get on it. So cool. So other
See,
than that,
I'm getting Michael to run my errands now. Everybody.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and last night I had a lovely dinner at Giada, and I did my fried chicken lunch. We didn't talk much about
Yes.
that.
Although we saw
So
it in yesterday's video, we put it in the video. Your
yeah,
little tour of the food court there, and obviously your nice dinner, which you then had the chat afterwards with Vital Vegas and
yeah,
Melt.
yeah, and that's actually that chat was a very interesting perspective. And today I'm
Yeah,
having
I
lunch.
enjoyed that.
Today I'm having lunch at Tableau, which I really love. Tableau is also another one
Very
of my
nice.
special places. So
Are you
it's
having it
it's
with someone special, or is it just a solo dinner today? Solo lunch?
it it is a Wynn lunch. I'm having lunch
Working
with
lunch.
someone from one. It is a working. Steve, while you're playing in the UK all day long, I'm here working just for you.
Oh, it's such a hard life, isn't it?
Uh, you know, as I've said this many times before, I take all of these Vegas trips just for you.
And on that note, I
Anyway,
think I'm going to
that's
say goodbye.
you think, and you know what? I'm just gonna let you close with the picture of the carousel because it's so pretty.
All right, everyone. Well, make sure you come back same time, same place tomorrow for another update from Michael. And we're also going to slice in any extra videos that he takes across the day, so you'll see those too. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
You're like the master of everything. You've got more tools and gadgets than... Wow.
We like putting on a show for everybody. That's what we like doing.
Wow.
Certificate is very important.
This is our A5 Wagyu from Kagoshima. It's a 2-year-old female. So what they do, this one is never frozen. It's the real difference between ours and everyone else's. So it comes in dry ice, never frozen. So all they do is sous vide it at 130, 135. Get a nice medium rare. And all we're gonna do is gonna sear it on the salt block.
Salt block.
Oh my goodness.
All right, guys. So A5 Wagyu from Kagoshima. Spoiled for 2 years, and then we get to enjoy it.
A5.
They don't have a certificate.
Right on the fire shoulder.
They're already asking. Right?
This one, she's fighting.
It's like the ultimate tableside preparation. Oh, he's doing the foie gras now.
Yep. So your guys' A5 is not just a regular A5 steak. We put foie gras and caviar.
So A5 steak with foie gras
Canadian
and...
foie, and then Russian caviar.
I mean, I told
Fancy,
you.
right?
This is like
I
way,
told-
this is way bougie. This is like the bougiest steak preparation I've ever had in my life.
You need to get out with me.
I just love that he's doing it all in front of us.
So this is a really, really hot volcano stone right here. If you guys don't like how done your meat is, you can just roll
No, I
it
like
around,
mine rare.
cook it a little more. I like mine medium rare, just like this. Listen to that sizzle.
Crazy. The sear sounds great
I'm gonna
though.
wait for him to add the foie gras. Then you know you're rocking.
Not bougie. There we go.
And then add the foie gras.
Foie gras.
That's just
That's crazy. It is next level. And got to get the caviar out now because you wouldn't want to like do it without the caviar.
The Russian, etc. Of course, we gotta top it.
Make sure I get as much as he gets. Oh man.
Yeah, I just fucked up yours.
It's okay. I like that. It makes it more personal.
So you have some pieces without, so you guys can try the meat as is, okay?
Wow.
Yeah. Hi. Exactly.
I don't even know where I'm at with my stories now. I'm so lost, so confused.
Alright, gentlemen. So this is our A5 from Kagoshima, Ishiaki style. This means it's on a volcano stone. So like I said, if you don't like the doneness of the meat, just move it around. It'll sear itself a little bit. So we topped a few of the pieces with Canadian foie gras and then Russian caviar. For the other pieces, I would suggest eating some by themselves. Then you have some sea salt in there that I would suggest dipping in there, or you can salt bay it up.
This wanker Alex is forcing me to go play dice at Caesars. Main valet at Caesars.
Fuck is going on here? Valet full.
No, we have a 7-star
and
card.
A diamond.
And a diamond.
Oh.
So what happens when you put a 7-star and a diamond together?
Yeah, take out the 7-star. I'm gonna say to this guy, take your pick.